hockey stream on episode 307 of the VIG Lounge. I can't get away from playing some playoff hockey, so my teams are out in real life, but so much for that when you've got a regular season in which I can play playoff hockey as the Pittsburgh Penguins, and also will be doing so with the Vegas Golden Knights, alternating between games Tuesdays and Thursdays. So please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Of course, if you're enjoying the content. With housekeeping out of the way, let's get into some playoff hockey. Round 1, Game 1, Penguins, Habs. Already starting with the Let's Go Pens chant here at PPG. Suzuki and Crosby meet at center and we're underway. With Crosby winning the opening draw, Rust brings it in for the Penguins. Fires one. Nice save. Got a rebound. That went just wide. Out now to Letang to the point. Letang fires one. It's in! Bang, bang goes Chris Letang with the heat seeker. 1-0 Penguins. Thought Montembeault had that, but the puck just deflected upward and was a little too much for the Canadiens netminder. I didn't say Canadiens netminder. As the Penguins take the early 1-0 lead. Sidney Crosby carries into the zone, drifts and shoots past his former teammate Matheson. Well, that shot was deflected wide. Rust has it. Back to the goal scorer, Letang! He's got his second! A double dose of the heat seeker! Light streak with 58! It's 2-0! That is clearly not Martin St. Louis. I have no idea who that is. But whatever. The Habs coach, whoever he may be, is livid. As the Penguins have 2 early goals off the stick of Chris Letang. And the first line has been out for all of it. Rust with a shot. That's her to side. Crosby backhand score! The Wizard Cross plays his magic wand on the backhand. And the Penguins lead at 3-0. An 82-game winning streak this season, and 3-0 in the first round. It's almost as if this is a video game. What a remarkable performance thus far for the Penguins as they carry on with their regular season momentum and jump out to an early 3-0 lead in Game 1. Carried in again by Rust. Rust fires. That's turned aside. And the puck sent all the way down, collected now by Ryan Shea. Shea across to Carlson. Up the left wing side now to Rust. Rust cuts back to the right, flings one to the left-hand side, and it's off the pad of Montembeault. Slavkovsky with a shot in front and a save made by Alex Nedeljkovic. That shot's blocked on its way to the net. Carried in now by Shea. Tries to get a pass across and lost the puck. Collected now by Malkin. Out to Carlson. He'll let one go, and that's turned aside as well. Off the stick. Our number 65, Kevin Hayes in front, nearly put it past, but was unable to get the shot where he wanted as it hit the post. Hayes with another opportunity, denied point blank by the pad of Montembeault. And we're approaching the 10-minute mark of the first as the Penguins have a 3-0 lead. Nice save by Nedeljkovic. Gave the puck away and was able to make another save. This time he'll hang on. As the Habs are coming on a little bit, being outshot 12-3 in the early going of the first, in Game 1. I don't know why I said third. My goodness. Blake Lizotte went to take the defensive draw, which was won by Montreal. Puck now behind the net, out to Connor Timmins. Timmins. Into McGroarty! Oh, what a save off the rookie. McGroarty with another chance denied by Montembeault. Koliachona with a hit along the boards. Free the puck up for Connor Timmins. Cross now, Danton Heinen. To Achari! Shut down. I don't know if that even really got to the net. But it was a great pass that would have been a great goal had it gone in, but was not the case. Now Letang, who already has 2 in this period, looks for his third. This time it was turned aside. Montembeault may have finally figured out the book on Chris Letang, at least for now. Banks off the boards to P.O. Joseph. Now carried in by Phil Tomasino. He put it off the pad, and then it went wide to the corner. Collected again by Letang. Up the right wing side. Again to Letang. Letang gets it back. Up the right wing side, now to Malkin. Malkin knocked down. As the Habs are looking for more offense here, trying to get it out of the zone. Carried back in by this first line for Pittsburgh. Rust with a shot. And the rebound was gathered by Matheson. Carlson. Ryan Shea. Now to Crosby. Sidney Crosby in the right wing circle looking for a second. And Montembeault pounces on that and he'll hang on. 48 seconds to go here in period 1. Pittsburgh leads it 3-0 courtesy of a pair of goals by Chris Letang and one by Sidney Crosby. Offensive zone draw for Lizotte, but he couldn't win that one either. Pass fed across as the Habs try to bring it in. Now up the right wing side. Carried in by Timmins, but that'll do it for period 1. Let's take a look at the stats after 1 period of play. Score 3-0. All goals off of Penguin sticks. Shots on goal 18-4, also in Pittsburgh's favor. And the faceoffs actually slight edge to Montreal 4-2. And look at that, slight edge in the passing percentage for the Penguins. I'm going to try to keep that up. Can't say I will because I'm not very good at it, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what happens in period number 2. Crosby wins the draw. Gets it to Rust. Rust shot blocked on its way to the net. That shot deflects wide. Now up the right wing side to Brian Rust. Rust in with a shot. Save made off the pad of Montembeault. Cole Caulfield. Terrific young forward for the Habs. Out to Slafkovsky. Nice defensive play by the veteran Crosby. Sid, the elder statesman, he is obviously no longer a kid. Shot by Rust. Turned aside by Montembeault. He didn't get all of it. Did Rust, but he tried. That shot was off the stick of Rust and wide. Crosby cuts back and he scores! The captain double dips and it's 4-0 Pittsburgh. And you can tell now the Habs coach is certainly feeling dejected. But I will give them this, it's not over yet. It's a big hill to climb, but there is still lots of time, so we'll see if Montreal can get themselves back into this. Kirby Dach trying to do just that. Blocked off the stick of Ryan Shea. There's a hit on Tommy Novak. Now Shea goes across the ice to deliver a hit, gets the puck back, tries to pass it out, and lost it. Let's get in now, Ryan Shea. Carried in. And that shot is blocked. Carried right back in again by Newhook. Save made by Nedeljkovic. And the puck's picked up by Erik Karlsson. Now onto the stick of Blake Lizotte. Lizotte trying to spin off the boards, gets knocked down. Puck comes out to Shea. And then the Montreal Canadiens go to work once again. Courtesy of Caden Gooley. Pass out in front to Evans, denied by Nedeljkovic, will hang on. 11:33 to go in the middle period. Pittsburgh leads it 4-0 here in game one. There's the hit on Gooley. Blake Lizotte finally wins a draw in his own zone. Gets it out to McGroarty, who puts on the Jets. He'll shoot, he scores! McGroarty, Rutger McGroarty, with his first playoff goal! The Kids on the board! Rutger McGroarty gives the Penguins a lead by a fistful! .11:05 to go here in period two. And Pittsburgh continues to run away with this lead. Dumped in by Heinen. Deflects off the Montreal netminder and goes behind the net. Heineman. Oh, pops out in front to Heinen. Oh, what a chance. Montembeault is able to pounce on that once again and get the whistle. .59 remaining here in period number two. Out now to the blue line to Joseph. The first to Letang, scores! A Lemieux hat-trick for Chris Letang as they fly out of the stands here at PPG Paints Arena. It's fantastic that we've got 5 goals between 2 of Pittsburgh's core. I would like to have a little more balanced scoring, but hey, Rutger McGroarty's on the board, so that's a plus. Draw one this time by Montreal. Letang, who has the hot stick tonight, along with Crosby. But the first one to get a hat trick was Chris Letang. Shot by Joseph. Turned aside by the Montreal netminder. I would say Dobish, but I don't think he's actually in this playthrough because I started it at the beginning of the year, so I don't know. Oh, look at that! No shutout. Juraj Slafkovsky finishes a beautiful passing play, and he will get his first playoff goal. And by that, I mean first career playoff goal. So, you know, nobody can really be faulted on that. That was just a very nice play by the Canadiens' top line. Got it past Nedeljkovic, and it's 5-1. Or excuse me, 6-1 now. Carried in now by Rush, trying to get that goal back. Puck pops up in the air, and then it's collected by the Montreal defense. Christian Dvorak gets it to Armia. Now behind the net. And we're going to get our first penalty of this series. And Michael Pezzetta is the guilty party. Yeah, you can't do that. That's a pretty blatant cross-check. Drifting, shooting, blocked. Now to Carlson. Flung one to the net, that's turned aside. Fed one down on the blue line for Shea. He'll let it go. That's blocked off the stick from the shot by Carlson. Caden Gooley. Knocked off the puck. Puck brought right back in by Brian Rust. He's it alone. Save made on the power play by the Canadiens goaltender. What a save. Shot, he scores! You give praise to the goaltender, and then Kevin Hayes brings it back down. Kevin Hayes has scored a goal. Penguins lead continues to grow. I think that's, Caden Primo in net now for Montreal. And the Habs are stuck on 7 shots as the Penguins are up to 30 now, make that 8 shots. Well, this is an absolute massacre, courtesy of the Penguin sticks. Shot now by Russ. That shot goes wide. Collected by Ricard Raquel. Carried in. Raquel going to shoot. He gets turned aside by Caden Primo. Puck collected now in their own zone by the Penguins. Knocked off the puck in a battle for it along the wall. The Penguins come away with it and get some space on the right wing side until Raquel gets knocked down. Mike Matheson goes back for it. Gets it to Newhook. Saved by Nedeljkovic. As we're now in the final minute of the second. Doc out in front, save made by Nedeljkovic. Probably Ned's best save to date as he robs Kirby Doc in front. Also, congratulations to the Montreal Canadiens. It took them 2 periods, but they're now up to double digits in shots as we see the hit by McGroarty as we go into the second intermission. 7-1 after 40 minutes. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal 32-11 favoring the Penguins. Hits dead even at 33 apiece. Yeah, see, knew I couldn't keep the passing percentage going, but that's okay. Face-off slight edge to Montreal, 8-7. And the Penguins have the only power play, and they scored on it off the stick of Kevin Hayes. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see if the Penguins can bring this one home and win Game 1. Draw one by Montreal to open the period. Puck carried in again by Letang. Could he get 4? Let's see. Not this time. Cole Caulfield. Knocked down. Defers to Raquel. And the pass from Crosby. And a save made by Primo. Out now to the blue line to Letang. I don't know if that goal's going to count. Off the initial shot by Letang, but I don't know, is that a high stick? Is that what they're calling? Let's see. Crosby did bat it out of the air. Let's see if it is a goal. And it is not. So the puck was deemed to be hit in with a high stick. So we play on. It's still 7-1 Pittsburgh. Definitely the Habs are not afraid to be physical. Pass in front to Caulfield, turned aside. Puck bounces off the sideboards. Behind the Penguins' net. Ryan Shea trying to get it out. But he can't quite do it. Erik Karlsson brings it in for the black and gold. Bounced off the pad of Primo, and the rebound goes wide. Just over 5 minutes have elapsed here in the third. Pittsburgh thought they had an 8th goal, but it was called back. Still have a large lead, and in all likelihood will lead this series 1-0. Blake Lazon's had a few chances. He fires, that goes off the shoulder of Primo and goes all the way out now to Jake Evans. Up now to McGroarty. Blake Lazon takes the pass, stops up, then brings it in. Trying to circle off the boards, but the Habs were relentless and got the puck in the form of Caden Gooley. Gooley takes a hit. Koliachona gets it to Rust. Rust tried to dump it in, but he was not able to get the dump in completed, so the puck goes all the way back to the Penguin zone and will be carried out by Connor Timmins. Christian Dvorak had the puck for Montreal, then lost it. Brian Rust now up the left wing side. Feeds it across to Letang! Denied by the pad of Caden Primo. Save made once again. This time by Nedeljkovic. Puck knocked away. Beautiful defensive play by Danton Heinen, who's in his third tour of duty now for Pittsburgh after being acquired by the Vancouver Canucks. Letang drives to the net and it gets knocked away at the last second. Connor Dewar knocked to the ice. Tommy Novak. Forward puck carried in. This time by P.O. Joseph. He gets knocked off the puck. And there's a battle again for it out in front. Lane Hudson. Want to keep an eye on him, of course. Slavkovsky. As they bump and grind all the way through to try to get some life into this game for the Habs and maybe try to make a statement for game 2. As they have been absolutely throttled by the Penguins here in the opening game of this series. Tommy Novak cuts to the front, save made again by Primo. And it looks like the Penguins are going to get a second power play opportunity. As the Montreal coach wants an explanation. Patrick Laine, one of the few veterans on this team. And I do want to give a shout out actually to Patrick Laine in real life. You know, so many athletes don't take their mental health as seriously as they should. You know, Patrick Laine knew he wasn't doing well and took advantage of the player assistance program. And I just want to say to anybody who is struggling out there, it's okay not to be okay. Don't, you know, feel bad about seeking mental health services. If they can help you, absolutely do it. Talk to somebody if you need to. I'm a huge advocate for that, and I really want to help to still break down that stigma of surrounding mental health. So please, if you need help, it's available. Take it, and you are absolutely better for it and a strong person by knowing that there's something wrong and doing what you can to try and better it. Ryan Shea with a shot turned aside by Primo. As Shea gets some power play time on the second unit. Malkin fires. That's turned aside by Primo. Russ tried to get the puck back for Pittsburgh and lost it. Rather than clearing, Montreal looks to get it out of the zone through some passing, but it was not to be. Tommy Novak cuts to the front. Oh, that was close. That close to the Penguins' second power play goal, second power play goal of the night. Uh-oh, there might be an injury. And indeed there is. Looks like Brendan Gallagher was the recipient of that hit. Hopefully he'll be okay for the Montreal Canadiens. He's certainly a heart and soul and a glue guy for Montreal. And it looks like Jake Evans was going to try to fight Erik Karlsson courtesy of the hit, but looks like we'll just have some roughing minors that will go along with this rather than the fighting major that I thought was going to come. And now the Montreal coach getting an explanation from the ref, as it has gone eerily silent here in PPG Paints Arena. Oh, there we go. There's some nice EA Sports piped-in crowd noise. Penguins not successful on this penalty, or on this power play opportunity, rather. And they gave up a shorty as Raphael Harvey-Pinard squeaks one by at 18:59 to give the Canadiens their second goal of the game. Of course, it's not going to mean anything other than Raphael Harvey-Pinard's first goal in the playoffs, but it will not change the outcome of this game. And Montreal's going to get their first power play with 53.8 seconds left as Sidney Crosby goes to the box. Okay. They call that a tripping call. I mean, I don't really see much there. It looked like the players stumbled, actually. The Habs forward stumbled when Crosby got a stick under there, but after it was already gone. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Puck carried in now by Danton Heinen. Heinen drifting, shooting, trying to get a shorty for the Penguins to answer the one for the Habs. Letang. That shot got blocked. And that looks like it stung. Habs player, Cole Caulfield in alone. Save made by Nedeljkovic on a glorious power play opportunity for Montreal. Puck carried in now by Kevin Hayes. Hayes trying to find a lane to the net, and he does. But Primo was able to pounce on that and get the whistle. Noel Acciari trying to win an offensive zone draw as the Penguins look to kill off the rest of this man advantage for Montreal. Oh, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. That was a blatant trip, I'll admit that. That trip was pretty cut and dry. Penguins penalty box getting pretty crowded there. Nice clear that actually resulted in a shot on goal. But it won't matter! Final score, 7-2, and game one Let's take a look at the rest of the stats before we call it a night. Shots on goal, 44-19, favoring the Penguins. Hits, dead even. They were 33 at the end of 2, 51 at the end of 3, and the faceoffs belonged to Montreal. Pittsburgh was 1 for 2 on the power play. Montreal was 0 for 1. But what matters most is that Pittsburgh was able to put up a touchdown and an extra point for a huge 7-2 win in Game 1. We'll have Game 2 for you later on, maybe on Saturday, I would say, because I'm going to be doing Game 1 of Vegas' first series in that season playthrough, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And, of course, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a terrific Tuesday, everybody.